Spite, a desire to hurt, annoy, or offend someone. Petty ill will or hatred with the disposition to irritate, annoy, or thwart. Love, anger, joy, and hate are all energies. They are a fuel to move an engine. You and I are those engines. We decide where the machine go and when it doesn't budge. Use those energies in the right direction. Use it to move your own vehicle. Don't push others to move because they decide what will happen with this energy. It's very complex to know when to not, how. It's really complex. Experience is the only way to tell, so try and see. You cannot know anything if you aren't allowing yourself to be wrong. The other day I had an exam in drawing. I practiced like a sweaty ass motherfucker the night before. I get there. It's a practice during the morning before the exam in the afternoon. I had a few questions prepared so everything could be perfect. Nothing missing out. I know what I don't know. So I go see the teacher, show him all my drawings, and as I'm about to ask my questions, he stops me. What is this? You will never pass the exam how your drawing is. It's not centered. Right there, you lose a quarter of your points and you need 80% to pass. You will fail. Put all those drawings in the trash. Don't bother asking others for help. Are you really going to be a nuisance to them? When you are this screwed, he says all this loudly. I didn't even realize until my friends asked me how I didn't get pissed at that moment. Shit, he said it that loud? I was fuming. He tried to humiliate me, didn't answer any of my questions. But what did I do? I got back to my place and I started drawing 10 times faster than I always did. I didn't cry. I didn't have any remorse. I wasn't burning in place just wanting to wreck his shit. I did my work. I will show him what I am capable of. 3 hours left? Bet. I finish my next drawing, get back to him, and he says the same garbage. My shit isn't centered, blah blah blah. He then asks me how I proceed to center. I explain. I am wrong. But who explains the process? Another student who listened to the conversation, and he explains everything in one sentence. You have to space your things in between, divided by 3. That's it. All the space you have left, you divide it by 3. As simple as that. Because I explained my math, and he knew where I was wrong exactly at that moment, so he just said it. Instead of dividing it by 2, divide it by 3. As simple as that. Now I get it. He won't help me. He won't. But who will? The students will. I asked a few questions I had to my buddies, and I was set. I drew, and kept drawing. The exam comes around. I am confident. It's a drawing I didn't even do yet. But I was calm, collected, and I grasped what I had to do. So I planned my whole thing. Which way I start, the borders. Here I go. Centered everything off the bat. Separate my 2 figures in order. Do my figures. Put down the measurements. And I have 1 hour and a half left. And I took my sweet ass time. I verify that nothing is missing. I verify my angles, my lengths. Is it centered right? Is there any measurements I have to remove? I did everything I knew about, verified everything, read the document again, and everything is there. I get up, and I'm reaching for him with a demon's grin. I was fucking happy. I clapped that shit so hard. He looks at me confused as hell, with the biggest eyes I have ever witnessed. Looks behind him at the clock, looks back at me with the same face. I smiled even harder, give it to him, and leave like a fucking boss. I live for this shit. Ain't no better way to say fuck you than proving someone that they are wrong in every way. He couldn't have any control over my emotions. He had no control over my results, and most importantly, he had no impact on my work ethics. I passed the exam, and I used the negative energy as a fuel. Power to show him what I am capable of. I'm not a nobody. You will never be able to tell who I am. I am the one who decides if I move or if I don't budge.